think you're different now?
Head up, and then it was like he was ready to spin, and it was like he just fell. So that's what I seen from my perspective. That's all I can say.
Just in terms of the overall defense, how do you feel like you guys improved throughout the spring with the new coaches, new system, all those kind of things?
I believe I said earlier this last week that this defense fits our team better, fits our defense better. I feel like we getting better at every position. I feel like we moving faster now. Everybody know their assignment, alignment, getting our checks in quicker. I feel like it's going to be a good year on defense, most definitely. It allows me to play a lot faster, especially because last year in the 4-3 I was just playing the gap. So now I can really just stunt. I can stunt left, right, either way at that position I'm at right now.
Coach Beasley was saying that you guys were in a lot of the same spots maybe, but it's more about confidence that you can get right now, maybe get more confidence in the defense than you did before.
Yeah, at certain times I can go inside or outside from the same position. Or when we get a wing set, I can move outside. It's just certain checks we can get and how I can align to the checks now. Last year, we got one call, same position.
That you respected. How much have you moved around at all?
We've experimented with it a little bit, but not too much. So it's just certain packages.
I'm not sure how many sacks we gave you today, but it was a few. What did it feel like?
It felt good to be out there full tempo. Of course, no hitting, but it felt good to be out there again, especially, you're on national television, the media out here, your family, friends out here. So it was good to have the environment and be able to play in it again.
Does it take a minute to get refocused when something like the Raleigh play happens?
Most definitely. It took me a while for surely, and I believe it took the rest of the team a while to get back in the groove of practice when you just seen one of your players and you know his history of injuries. Right. So when you see that, it kind of takes you back in and kind of emotionally hits you. So it took me a while for surely to get back.
It looks like the only touch was you, and you didn't really tackle him.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I heard him when he fell, and I just heard I can't move, and now that's all I heard. So it most definitely scared me because his history, and it got to me back in a time like that. You just gotta pray, So just pray for him. I just pray for him. I'm gonna keep praying for him. Hopefully, they said he was moving and everything, so hopefully he's looking up.
Progression in the 4-3-4, especially the last 2 weeks. I think you guys
after these 15 practices, we feel great where we're at right now. We're not where we want to be, but we feel like in the summer we can make the gains that we need to make in fall camp. We can make even more gains and be where we need to be, ready for the season.
Your appearances at nose must not have been much, because John Scott was saying not a whole lot of nose work for you.
Yeah, not a whole lot of nose work, just certain packages, just like a couple packages, that's it.
How about the coach said you strain those double teams? It's got to be frustrating for a guy like you. How about having that mentality to fight through when you're going to be 2 guys throwing at you?
That's something I've had trouble with in the past, so that's something I wanted to work on in the spring. I've gotten better with it as these 15 practices went along. I could see times when I would stay in that double team, stay in that crack, and Scooter, Dejan Harris to come over the top and make the tackle. So I see why I need to be there, and I see what it does for the defense when I'm taking on that double team. So it's not too frustrating for me. It makes me feel good when I can help one of my teammates make a play.
What did that move for Taylor back down? What did it do for you guys?
It gave us more depth. I think Taylor. He wants to be there at D-line. So it was an agreement from him and Coach B. He was like he wanted to get back, put his hand back in the dirt. He's very athletic, so that's gonna help us a lot when the season comes along.
What's different you feel? You're older, been through the wars a little, coming out of this spring going into
I feel more experienced. I feel like at this point last year, I didn't know too much, but now I know I know how to practice. I know how to play. I feel like everything is coming along quicker and better this time around.
Hey, Montark Brown, I know you guys are pretty close. He signed in this last class. How excited are you to have him up here next fall?
I'm very excited, man. He's 15 minutes away from my hometown, so I'm ready for him to get up. I still stay in contact with him all the time. I believe he's up here right now. He probably didn't come. I don't know. I'm gonna hit him up after this and see if he came.
He said he stuck with Arkansas despite a lot of other schools, Alabama, LSU, because he didn't want to let the state down. Can you kind of relate to that, being from the same area?
Not really, because I'm actually from the Texas side of Texarkana. So, but in that sense, I did feel the love of Arkansas. This fan base is amazing, man, and you can feel it once you come. If you just come on a visit, you're gonna feel the fan base. If you come to a visit, come to a game, you're gonna feel the fan base, and it's gonna make you be like you're gonna feel, especially if you feel like you're underrated. You're gonna feel how these fans feel and felt for years.
Now, Montark, having played around him and grown up around him, what's he like as a player?
He's emotional. He's physical too. I feel like he's gonna be ready to play when he gets some weight on him. He's gonna come in here and be ready to play, most definitely.
Do you envision him being someone that even contributes maybe next year?
Hopefully, because I feel like he can definitely help us out on this defense.
I think you answered this. The jump you've made from freshman to now. I mean, can you talk about that a little bit, about just you personally?
I feel like at this point in time from last year, I've gotten much better. Last year I didn't really know what was going on, especially with this defensive change. It's easy to know. I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing in a certain play in a certain time. So at this point in time, I'm much more advanced.
Do you like where you're at in this switch to the
defense?
Yeah,
I'm loving the switch.
I can kind of tell out there today.
I'm loving that switch, yeah, most definitely.
What's making that? Why is that?
It's so many things you can do out of the 3-4. I can penetrate the B gap, penetrate the A gap, penetrate the opposite A gap, go into a 5 technique if I want to, go to a 4, go to a 4-eye. It's so many things you can do out of that one defense, and I'm loving it.
Compliments like your strengths then.
Yes, sir.
And what you can do
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know you don't get to hit the quarterback in the spring and blowing the whistle dead, but we had you for like 3 sacks and tackle for a loss today. What'd you think of your day-to-day?
It was pretty good. I could have did better. I recognized some times where I was supposed to be somewhere and I wasn't. So I feel like I had a pretty decent day, but I feel like my play can most definitely increase more.
Is it good to cap spring with a day like today?
Yeah, it is most definitely, especially for the defense. I feel like the 1-0 was playing well too. I feel like the whole team was clicking on cylinders, so all cylinders. So I feel like, I'm hoping this leads into the fall.
A couple weeks ago, you're thinking you're going to be playing out in the stadium, 20,000 people or whatever are going to be there.
Yeah.
Instead, you're indoors. I mean, did you miss not having a true spring game? And what was today like?
I did. I wanted to. I was hoping that it didn't rain. I was hoping that it held off because I know these fans. They love their Razorbacks. I knew that Hog Fest, that was something they really wanted to do. I know people came up and weren't able to took off of work and weren't able to even see the spring game, man. So I really hated for them fans, but I hope they was able to catch it on SC Network.
Were you able to get maybe a little bit more out of 24-period practice than the scrimmage?
I don't think so. I think it was about the same because 24-period practice, we had a lot of team periods. Honestly, I think we got probably more out of a spring game because of you moving back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more move the ball. Those were like first, second, and things like that. Those periods out there.
This defense is a no-name defense, with the exception of you probably being the highest rated guy on the defense. You guys, does that drive you?
Yes, most definitely. We feel like we're a blue-collar defense. We feel like we got something to prove, especially from the numbers from last year. So we feel like it's gonna be an advantage for us coming into the season.
Overall, how do you feel like the 3-4 went for the defense as a whole, the installation, switch over?
It went well. We still got a couple more bugs and tweaks to fix, but I feel like it's gonna be nice when it's time for the season and in the fall.
With the